Today I want to talk about the recent increase in the interest rates from the Fed from 4.75 to 5%. This change could have a significant impact on your real estate decisions, whether you're looking to buy or you're looking to selling. So let's dive deep into what it means and how all these big players like UWM, Fannie Mae, Rocket Mortgage, and others saw this coming. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with the latest real estate tips and tricks. So now let's get started. So the government recently increased their interest rate from 4.75 to 5%. By now, I'm sure you've seen it all over the headlines and on the internet, but what does this all really mean and why does it matter? Well, the interest rates set by the government is also known as the federal funds rate, which is the rate that the banks lend monies to each other overnight. This rate influences the interest rates, including mortgage rates. When a government increases the federal funds rate, it's likely that mortgages will follow suit. To better understand these changes, let's take a closer look at some historical data on federal funds and the effective rate. So back in March of 2004, the rate was at 1%, while in January it was dipped to as low as 0.15%. Yeah, that's right, 0.15%. After September 2015, the rate started gradually increasing to 2.42% in April 2019. However, in May of 2022, it dropped 0.05%. Now in 2023, we're seeing the rate go all the way up to 5%. Now, these fluctuations in the federal funds rate are connected to various factors such as the economic growth, inflation, and the overall state of the housing market. When the federal funds rate increases, the mortgage rates typically follow, and this can impact the affordability of homes for buyers. On the other hand, when the rate decreases, it can stimulate the housing market by making mortgages more affordable. In addition to the federal funds rate data, we can also look at the median sales price of homes in Los Angeles County, which has skyrocketed from $325,000 in August of 2012 to $850,000 in February of 2023, according to InfoSpark. This increase in home values can be attributed in part to the rise in the median household income in the United States, which went from an average of $60,000 in 2012 to $70,000 in 2021. We also got a lot of investors buying up property in California, also a lot of more printed money from the government, and a lot of various other factors that affect it. Now let's take a look at another interesting graph related to the Freddie Mac's interest rates, which is much closer to the mortgage rate you'll be paying for a home than the federal funds rate. Over the past year, we've seen some fluctuations in the interest rates. Last March, the rate was at 4.42%. By November, it spiked to as high as 7.08%. On March 9th, when the federal funds rate was at 4.75%, Freddie Mac's rate was at 6.73%. Surprisingly, after the Feds increased their rate to 5%, Freddie Mac's actually dropped to 6.42%. While we can't be certain to the exact reasons for this decrease, some experts and lenders believe the large mortgage companies like Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae had already anticipated the Federal Reserve's decision to raise the interest rates, possibly even more than the current increase. As a result, their actions may have already been factored into the interest rate hike, leading to a slight drop in interest rates right now. So before I go into if it's a good time to buy or sell, let me share with you a personal story. When I bought my home back in 2017, I paid 20% more than the asking price. Some people close to me thought, they were concerned about how much money I was paying for it, and I was buying at an all-time high price of home value. But since then, my home has gone up from $480,000 to get this, $750,000. As I plan to keep this home for a really long time, which is possibly because I want to make this an investment property. I really don't care about how much it actually is worth today as much as what my mortgage is. And I'm really happy with my mortgage is. It's much lower than the rising rent around me now in 2023. Now, everyone's real estate journey is unique, and it's essential to make decisions based on the individual's goals and circumstances. Now, let's get to the big question in everyone's mind. Is it a good time to buy? Well, based here on my experience in Northeast Los Angeles and looking at historical data, home prices are generally continue to rise year over year. The sooner you buy, the sooner you could lock in your price. Plus, you're gonna always have the option to refinance later if the interest rates go down in the future. So in most cases, I would say the sooner the better. But remember, everyone's situation is unique. So make sure you carefully consider your personal goals and your financial circumstances. And what about selling? When is the right time to sell? And that also depends really on the reason you're selling. Some people sell because they need to relocate. Others might be looking to downsize or to upgrade. The best time to sell is going to be when it aligns with your personal goals and your financial situation. It's also really important to remember that when you're planning to sell your property and then buy another, you'll be doing it in the same market. So factor in all those conditions of when it's right for you to sell your home. Now, to dig deep in determining if selling is the right choice for you, it's really a good idea to have a discussion with a knowledgeable realtor like myself who can help guide you through the process and make sure you're making the best decision for yourself. So that's everything you need to know about the 5% interest rate from the Fed and how it impacts real estate decisions. I hope you found this information helpful. If you have any questions or assistance in buying or selling home, feel free to reach out to me for a free consultation. I would love to hear your experiences with the real estate. Please leave them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a whopping thumbs up. Please let your friends and family know, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in receiving personalized email newsletters from me, now please just give me your email privately. And once again, my name is Christian Buitron, and I hope to see you on the next video.